I don't think that the success of a market is solely based on the financial outcome of an event.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Desiree, mom of 3, and the owner and maker behind The Handmade Mom. Alright, so this week we are doing another market vlog. This is going to be a short, sweet, simple market. It's actually a paint and sip. It's an event where people are going to paint doormats. They're like Christmas themed, and then sip on various drinks. There's going to be other vendors, and just, you know, a fun time. So this kind of gets people into the holiday spirit, kind of get them excited and ready to go, and then also help with getting their doors ready to go for the holiday season with their mat that they made. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is an event that's hosted by, this particular one is hosted by 2 local other small businesses, and I'm really appreciative and glad that they invited me out. We are going to go do that. I do want to apologize now if I sound kind of funny. The weather change from, like, it's starting to go from hot to cold here in Texas. It's not cold yet, but just that shift from like warmer to colder weather messes with me and my allergies so hard. So we're just gonna have to ignore that. But yeah, so we're gonna go do that. It's about 30 minutes away, and we are at about 8:30 right now. We can get there at 9 to set up, so we're gonna go head over there. I didn't make a coffee this morning because we are at a coffee shop, so I'm just gonna go grab a coffee from there after we set up. So that is the plan. Today is supposed to be a little bit of a smaller setup. I tried to pack lighter, but I don't know how successful I was because the bed of the truck is still full. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. So really excited. Although I will say I am nervous for one thing, and that is we are outdoors without any canopies or tents or anything like that. So I'm not sure. They said there was lots and lots of shade, so I'm hoping that I can get into a spot with like nothing but shade, because otherwise the laser might not work today. But it is pretty cloudy, it is pretty overcast, so maybe we'll be okay. Like right now I don't see literally any blue sky anywhere. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, it just looks cloudy. So we'll see, but I will check back in with you guys when we get there and start getting set up. Okay, we found the place, but the parking is a little tight, so we gotta figure out. I parked in like the back of the building. There's only like a one-way street to park, so I'm not sure. Unloading will be interesting. Look at how cute. Oh, so stinky. I love the pink Santa. I'm about the pink Santa. We got a little photo booth over there. Let's see. How cute. Okay, I found my spot. We are also gonna move the truck because there's a closer parking literally right outside the gate. So I'm gonna move the truck because look at this path. Yeah, I'm not lugging the dolly over that. So we're gonna move the truck, go around and see if we can get that spot right next to the front. Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like ending my
I can stifle my breath. You look so lovely, it scares me to death. I used to get so insecure with you, it's different. Yeah, just something about you makes me so sure. Don't know what it is, but you make me wanna stay. Take a leap of faith. I know that you're safe, I know that you'll save me. You'll be my parachute, baby, know you'll catch me whenever I fall. I fall. It's like my laces untied, got me tripping right into your arms. Your arms. Headed straight down through the night clouds, so as my heart pounds 10,000 feet. But you're my parachute, baby, know you'll catch me whenever I fall. I know you got me. Butterfly feeling, edge of a cliff. Rush of adrenaline in your kiss. Tethered up together, we could go the distance. Yeah, this atmospheric pressure, something when you pull me in. You make me wanna stay. Take a leap of faith. I know that you're safe, I know. You'll be my parachute, baby, know you'll catch me whenever I fall. I fall. It's like my laces untied, got me tripping right into your arms. Your arms. Headed straight down through the night clouds, so as my heart pounds 10,000 feet. But you're my parachute, baby, know you'll catch me whenever I fall. I know you got me. Be my parachute, be my parachute, be my parachute. I know you got me. Fast, I'm not afraid to land, 'cause you're my only solid ground. Flecks of gold in your
So we just got started. I went in and grabbed a coffee. I got a pink horchata, so we're gonna try it real quick. That's really good. This is I don't know if it's focusing, but really, really good.
Hey y'all, so while we take a look at all of the vendors' booths, there wasn't many of us, so I was able to capture some footage of everybody's booth, but I wanted to talk to you guys about success at a market or an event. As a vendor, it can be really, really scary to go to events, go to markets, and put yourself out there, because we all know there's a lot of time and energy and effort that goes into preparing for these events, as well as the financial portion of it, of the booth fee, the inventory that you have to purchase or make, and there's just a lot that goes into it, right? So it can be really, really scary. And it can also be really, really scary when you don't know what the outcome of this event might be. I've done events where I thought it was going to be absolutely amazing because it was an event that had gone on for years and years and years, and it just, for whatever reason, didn't turn out as great as I thought it was going to be. But then I've also done events where I wasn't really expecting much out of it, but it turned out to be the absolute most amazing market that I've had in a while. So it really can be scary not knowing what's going to happen when you go to these events. And as a vendor, when you are at an event that doesn't quite go as planned, it can be even more tricky to not put that on yourself and not think that it's because of you or that you are a failure, because those are absolutely not the case. I know this firsthand because I experience it all of the time. I just have to constantly remind myself that I've got this, I'm doing a good job, and I'm going to attract the right customer to my booth. And sometimes maybe a market just might not be the right fit for that customer base that I'm looking for. But I've mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. I don't think that the success of a market is solely based on the financial outcome of an event. So I think there's a lot of other factors that play into whether a event was successful or not. So this particular event that I was at actually was fairly slow as far as foot traffic. It's actually a ticketed event, so people purchased tickets ahead of time saying that they were going to come and paint these mats and we were going to have a good time and all of the things. But for some reason, a lot of the people who purchased tickets did not go to the event. And there was nothing that, us as vendors did wrong or anything like that. It was just, they decided not to show up. And I don't even blame the host for it because, again, they sold the tickets, they marketed it, they did all the things. But even though the tickets were sold, the patrons still didn't show up after they bought their tickets. So there was literally nothing that could have been done. Yeah, is that a bummer? Of course. Is that what we want for an event? Absolutely not. But there was so much more that came out of this event. I actually connected with one of the hosts for this event who was also a vendor there. And we've been kind of chatting and sharing, different market tips and markets that we've done and all of that stuff. And so we've made a connection there, which was absolutely amazing. And I've learned about some events and markets that I would not have known otherwise. Also, I connected with the other host who was putting on this event, and we were talking about some ideas for the new year that I'm really, really excited about. So recognizing that, yes, the financial portion is absolutely important as a vendor when you go to these markets, right? But I don't think that the financial success of an event is the only determining factor. I think that there's so much more that you can include into that consideration of, was this event successful or not. Overall, I feel like this particular event, I did pretty well considering the foot traffic, but I do still feel like it was a success overall because not only did I do fairly well with the sales end of it. Now, was it my best sales ever? Absolutely not, but still did pretty good considering, I think. And then I also made those additional connections and we were able to chat about things. And actually, I even got a chance to catch up on some stuff that I had been behind on. So there was a lot of other things that I count as a win for me. And I'm really, really excited about some of these things that are in the works now. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I know I mentioned it before, but I feel like it's something that needs to be mentioned again, just because when we are in the thick of things, it can be really hard to remember that there's so many factors to what makes a successful event or market, and it's not always financial. I hope that that resonates with you a little bit, because honestly, once I realized that, it kind of helped me with feeling down or feeling like an imposter when it comes to a market that didn't quite go as planned. Let me know what you guys think on that topic of what determines a successful market or not. Let me know down in the comments. But for now, let's continue on with the rest of the day and we will check back in later.
y'all, so we are now at the end of the video, so we're going to sit down and do our market recap. And like I mentioned already in the middle of the video when we were looking at the vendors' booths, it was a slower foot traffic event. And again, that wasn't something that we were all anticipating because it was a ticketed event. So it's part of the game, you know, and it's going to happen. There's going to be events where, like I said, you think it's going to be amazing and it doesn't turn out that way, but then other ones where you're like, I'm not expecting much out of this, and it turns out to be absolutely amazing. So that's just all part of the game. But like I mentioned, I did make some amazing connections, and I'm really looking forward to some of these things and what they could lead to in the upcoming new year. So there is that. They did invite us out to another event that they're going to be doing in February for Valentine's, but it's going to be a Galentine's theme, paint and sip. So they invited us back out for that. And I think a lot of us are actually going to go and be a part of that event as well. So I am really looking forward to that. But otherwise, there really isn't too much to recap because I think we covered most of it in the video itself. But I hope that you enjoyed this video still. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out me and my channel so much. Also, if you have not already, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. That way you get notified anytime I upload my future videos. I do have some more market vlogs coming up. We are kind of starting to wind down a little bit, but there is still some more coming your way. So you don't want to miss those. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. Also, be sure to let me know down in the comments, or you can reach out via DMs over on Instagram, and we can chat about, you know, the idea of what makes a successful market, because I love to talk about this and get some different ideas and perspectives on this topic. So let's connect. So feel free to reach out and we can chat about it. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.